So once again, welcome to our video. Today, I'm going to discuss a continuation of our lecture on C++ programming, and that is repetition statements. So last time we discussed about selection statements using the if else, and if else. Dagan pa natin, if else, kahit ilang conditions pa yan. Pwede. And right now, we're going to have, wait, that's moving. We're going to have our selection statement, and we will have the conversion of the flowchart. Okay, the flowchart problem with C++. Okay, let me share the screen. Share the screen again. Palakpakan. Thank you. Loops and counters. Okay, what problems on loops and counters do we have here? The initial value of the radius of a circle is equal to 1 unit, and each succeeding radius is 1 unit greater than the value before it. So meron tayong initial value ng ating radius, and that is equal to 1 unit. And each succeeding radius is 1 unit greater than the value before it. So if the radius is 1, the succeeding radius is 2. And the succeeding radius after 2 is 3, and so on and so forth. Yeah. So we're going, well, this is the flowchart problem. And again, we will convert this flowchart into a C++ code. But let us read the problem first. Draw a flowchart to compute the area of the circle starting from radius equals 1 up to radius equals 5. And then print out each radius and the corresponding area of that circle. So if the radius is 1, what is the radius? If the radius is 1, what is the area? If the radius is 2, what is the area? And so on and so forth. And we will be doing the computation of area until the radius equals 5. And you see here our algorithm. Let's get to the flowchart. Okay, so you notice this figure, meron tayong loop. Okay, looping statement din. And from this point, after checking whether the radius is less than or equal to 5, it is less than 5 or equal to 5, we're going back to the radius. Okay? So with initial value of radius 1, and of course our pi is 3.42. Now let's get to coding of that particular problem. Okay, sige. And as you can see here, initially we have radius equals 1. So we declare it as an integer. So integer equals 1. And then after that, we're going to compute for the area. So we'll need our float. Float equals, no, not equals, float pi equals 3.14159. Okay. And then area, area, tawa. Area is equal to pi times radius, and that's it. And then, sabi dito, we're going to display which we're going to test first if our we're going to print, meaning see out the area of this statement, the area of a circle with radius equals, okay, ilagay natin dito yung ating radius. Okay, the area of a circle with radius equals 1. Yeah, initially that's 1. Is, and then lagyan natin yung value ng area. Okay, and then, ano ko lang. Okay, so let's try to run. Oops, there's an error. Area was not declared. Okay, area is not part of the computation. So, ilagay natin yung ating declaration, I should say. Okay, so correct natin. The area of a circle with radius equals 1 is 3.141516. So, dikit yung ating radius. May ng spelling. Okay. Now, ang sabi natin, magkakaroon tayo ng computation ng radius ng area ng circle from radius equals 1 until radius equals 5. So, kailangan nating bumalik dun sa computation ng ating area. But this time with radius equals 2. So, paano natin gagawin yun? Magkakaroon tayo ngayon ng increment. So, increase natin yung ating radius. Radius plus equals 1. Okay, please recall that formula. And then, after increasing, itetest natin if radius is less than or equal to 5. If yes, sabi natin, we're going back to computation of area. Okay, lagyan natin ng label. Okay guys, this is jump statement, jump go to statement, which is somewhat similar to repetition statement. Go to AR. Ipapaliwanag ko to maya-maya. Okay. So if radius is less than or equal to 5, compute natin yung radius, yung area natin. So kung mapapansin niyo, nag-plus 1 na tayo dito ng area ay ng radius. Nag-plus 1 tayo ng radius dito because that's radius equals radius plus 1. So naging 2. Tennis natin is radius less than or equal to 5. That's true. If it's true, we're going back to area and then print 1 hanggang maging 5 ito. O sabi natin 6. Pag naging 6 na to, is it less than or equal to 5? No, 6 is not less than or equal to 5. So hindi niya nagagawin to. Anong gagawin niya? Stop na. That's the end. Okay? So, ulit-ulit lang. So, well, this is using the if statement and the go to statement. Okay? So, let's try to run the program. Oops. Mapapansin nyo, dire-diretso to kasi nga, hindi naman tayo nag-input ng value ng radius natin. So, lagyan natin ito ng end line para makita natin yung magiging flow ng printing ng ating area ng sentence or ng statement natin that the area of a circle with radius equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the area. Okay, let's try. Okay, yan. Kung mapapansin niyo, print niya na lahat. And it's like repetition. Yeah, repetition of the process using the go to statement. Hindi pa natin ginagamit dito yung ating looping statement like the for, while, and the do while. Just the go to statement. So the area of a circle with radius equals 1 is 3.14159, and this one pag 2, 3 ang radius, 4 until 5 only. Okay? So this is, I think, the first way of doing it. On the last presentation, we said that if we're going to repeat the process, we can use actually the looping statement. So let's present this problem using our for loop. Okay, for loop. So ganun pa rin, i-declare natin tong ating int radius. Sige, i-deborain ko na lang to. So meaning, hindi na tayo gagamit ngayon ng go to statement tsaka if. So ito, gumamit tayo ng if and then go to statement. So ngayon, gagamit tayo ng for loop. For, sabi natin, initialization. Ano yung initialization? Yan, rad is equal to 1. Declare na natin na yung rad natin ay equal to 1. Then condition, rad is less than or equal to 5. Tingnan natin ha. Then rad plus increment. Okay, so ibig sabihin nitong rad plus plus is rad plus 1 every loop. Okay? Kung gagawin niya, okay, ayan. I-copy ko ito maya-maya and then i-discuss natin kung anong ibig sabihin nito or paano to tumatakbo. Okay? So that is rad equals 1. Okay? Rad is less than or equal to 5. Yes. Then, see out natin yung statement kanina. The area of a circle with radius equals, okay, gawin natin yung rad natin, equals 1. Sentence is then yung area. Okay, tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari dito. Pag meron natin yung program, tingnan natin kung anong maging output, ganun pa rin. Kailangan natin lagyan ng end line, ng kulit. Yan, nara natin, anong mangyayari? Oops. Oh, I see. Kasi wala tayong formula ng area. So, dapat yung area natin nalagay dito sa ating area pi times rad times rad. Bakit? Ano nangyari? Papansin yung output. Yan. The area of a circle with radius equals 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Kasi nga yung formula kanina ng area hindi nakalagay dito. So dapat yung formula natin nakalagay dito sa loob. Bakit kailangan nasa loob? Kasi yung updating ng value ng radius natin ay nandito. Kasi pag nasa labas ng loop yung ating formula ng area, hindi ma-update yung value. But that's my theory. But let's check that one later. Pero ngayon, i-run muna natin yung program and ayun na. So similar output as before using the go to statement. Ngayon sabi ko screenshot natin and pakita natin kung paano ba nagra-run or nag-work yung ating for loop. Okay? Sige, paano ba siya nag-work? And ipapakita ko siya dito sa ating card. Ating PowerPoint. Okay, so mag-new, ano muna tayo? Yan. Okay. So, I'm going to show you how did it happen. How did it happen? So, dito kasi sa for loop natin, sabi natin, meron tayong tatlong parameters. Initialization. This is our initialization. We have to declare initial value of the variable that we will use to, you know, to increase, I mean, to the variable that will be used in the computation. Okay. So at this case, in this case, we're using the radius, the rad. Because the rad is increasing. Ito yung ito yung pinapalitan natin ng value. So, yan, radius. And then the condition is radius equals less than or equal to 5. So, the flow will be initialization and then itetest kung true yung condition. So, step 1, okay, chinek. Okay, and hindi siya chinek. Nagkaroon tayo ng initial value or value determination. So, what's the value of radius? 1. Then step 2. Ano yung step 2 natin? Radius. Itetest natin kung yung radius ba less than or equal to 5. If it is true, okay, gagawin niya itong nasa loob. So that will be step 3. Gagawin niya yung nasa loob ng block. Anong gagawin niya dito? Compute niya yung area. Okay. Given the values of radius. And by the way, pi is constant. So nandito lang siya. So kinagere niya lang yung value ng pi natin at 3.14159. So that's it. And then, after computing the area, we'll display this one or C out. Okay, that is step 3. Gagawin niya kung ano yung nasa loob ng ating open and closed brace. And then may step 4 tayo. Increase natin yung value ng radius natin. This rad plus plus is equivalent to rad, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, rad equals rad plus 1. Okay? So, pwede rin nating ilagay dito ito instead na rad plus plus, pero mas complicated. I mean, mas mahaba. Imagine, mas marami kang ita-type. Unlike here, rad plus plus lang. Ito may operation sa dalawa. May 1 ka pa. Na-ulit pa yung rad. So, ito na lang. Rad plus plus. Basta ang ibig sabihin ng rad plus plus ay rad equals 1. Okay? Okay, so may tumawag po. Okay, so where are we? Yan, tuloy natin. Share screen ulit tayo. So, yan nga. After ng step 4 natin, so nag plus 1 na tayo rito sa rad natin. So, babalik tayo dito sa initial, yung unang ginawa natin dito. So, yun nga. Babalik ulit siya sa step 1 hanggang hindi niya na nami-meet yung condition. So, imagine kapag ka nag plus 1 tayo hanggang plus 5 o plus 1 equals 5. So, rad equals 5. True pa rin to because it's less than or equal to 5. And then, gagawin niya pa rin tong step 3. And then, gagawin niya pa rin yung step 4. Magpa plus 1 pa rin siya. So, kung 5 na dati yung value ng rad natin, nag plus 1 tayo, magiging 6 na yan. So, balik tayo sa step 1. Rad equals 6. Step 2, is it less than or equal to 5? False. So, hindi niya nagagawin yung step 3. Hindi na siya magtutuloy-tuloy. So, yung ganun yung ating yung ating for loop. Okay, huwag niyong kakalimutan yung for loop na yan. Okay, so tignan natin kung ano magiging takbo ng program natin. Actually, similar lang siya dun sa una. Okay, sige. O, ganun din. Kasi nga, pareho lang siya ng output natin. Inulit niya lang, iniba lang natin yung arrangement. So that is our for loop. Okay. So another example, let's have another example here. I hope you're still seeing the screen. Yes, you are still looking at the screen. Oops. Loops and counters. Okay, here. Okay. Given a set of 5 numbers that include both positive and negative data values. So let's have the flowchart. Okay, so this time, gagawin natin yung nagbibilang tayo ng ilan ang positive, ilan ang negative. So, ayan. Ito ngayon yung ating problem, yung flowchart natin. So, may counter tayo ng negative. Meron din tayong counter ng positive. And then, i-display natin yung value ng kung ilan ang ito. After counting, 5 lang yun ha. 5 numbers. So, let's not. Okay, sige. Okay, sige. Gawin natin yung problem natin. By the way, the value, these numbers will be read by read from the keyboard. And ito na yun. The number is until 5 only. So, you look at this one. Tinotal niya ilan ang negative, ilan ang positive. Saan tayo nagbilang ng negative dito? Sa counter na n-neg natin. Saan tayo nagbilang ng positive? Dito sa counter na n-pos natin. So, tinetest dito, sa unang testing condition natin, kung ano yung in-enter natin. Is it positive or negative? If it is less than 0, that's negative. If it is greater than 0, that's positive. Actually, including 0. If it is 0 above, that will be positive. And then, ayun, recorded na tayo dito sa n-neg and n-pos natin. Pagkatapos, ipiprint natin yung total. Siyempre, 5 yan. And then, ilan ang negative, ilan ang positive. So, gawin natin. Program natin. So, counter, declare, int, neg, pos, val. Yan. Bibilangin natin ilan ng negative, ilan ng positive, and ilan sila. So, for, ano to medyo iba siya kasi mag-input muna tayo ng value ng number. Kailangan pa natin ng number. Number. Kasi na kayo guys, dire-diretso ang ating discussion, recording, kaya kung mapapansin niyo iba yung nagiging tunog ng ating boses. So, cin, number. Lagyan natin yung prompt, cout. Enter, number. Colon, and then cin, number. Tapos, if number is less than 0, okay, counter po ito. So, meron tayong initial value equals 0, equals 0, equals 0. So, nag-add na tayo. If it's less than 0, negative equals negative plus 1. And then, negative equals, wait lang, mag-increase tayo ng value ng ating negative. Pero, wait lang, ilatagdag natin ngayon yung number natin, that is, actually, else na dapat, else na to, diba? Else. Hindi na natin kailangan ng iba. If it is not less than 0, it's either equal or above 0, diba? Else, pos equals pos plus 1. Ang gagawin natin, ayan. Nag-enter ka ng number, ito-test kung greater ba. Pagkatapos, tinotal na natin, babalik tayo sa, ipapaloob natin ito doon sa ating loop. So, try natin na, for val equals 0. Val is less than or equal to 5. No, less than 5. And then, val plus plus. Ating gagawin yan. Okay. So, ginagawa ko guys, yung pagbibilang natin, ginagawa natin sa loob ng for loop natin. So, pag initially 0, okay. So, pag 0 yan, is it less than 5? Yes. Gagawin ko to. Anong gagawin niya? Mag-enter ako ng number. I-test niya kung 0 or negative or positive. Pagkatapos, magpa-plus 1 tayo. Tapos, gagawin niya to. Pag naging less than 5 na to, pag natapos na to hanggang less than 5, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, ang gagawin na natin ay i-display yung ilang negative. Cout negative equals, and then lagyan natin yung neg. End line. Okay, bilis-bilisan nyo na lang tong speed ng ating video kung pinapanood nyo. Para mapabilis ang playing. Pause. Pause. Then pause. And then end line. And then cout Okay, so kung mapapansin nyo, i-display din natin yung ating value. Val is equal to val. That's it. Okay, tignan natin ha. Run. Tignan natin may error. Okay, may error. Kailangan natin ng semicolon sa dulo. Okay, tignan natin. Enter number 1. Okay. Kung papansin niyo, binibilang natin yung ating. Okay, tingnan nyo. Pag-enter ng 1, binilang nyo yung negative. 0 pa rin siya. Yung positive, 0. Ay, 1 kasi positive 1. Then, nag-enter ulit tayo ng number. Okay, balik natin yung value equal 0. Lagyan natin ng end line din to. Okay, stop muna natin. Stop. Bakit? Ano nangyari? Kasi, hindi, inilalagyan ko lang ng spacing. Okay. 1, 2, negative 1. Oh, wait. Kung mapapansin niyo guys, okay, so nag-enter ako ng number 1, dapat ang negative is 0 pa rin, ang positive ay 0 pa rin, at ang value ay 1 na kasi isa na yung in-enter natin, di ba? So, plus 1 tayo dito. 12 plus 1. Okay, madadagdagan. Kasi nga, ang value na binibilang natin dito, 0. Ang dinidisplay niya dito ay 0. Okay, tingnan natin ha. Kung magiging, wait lang. Stop muna natin. Lagyan natin ito ng plus 1. Para ang i-display niyang number of value is yung value dito plus 1. Okay, tingnan natin ha. 1. So, dapat ang negative 0 pa rin. Positive 1. Value 1. Okay. 2. So, dalawang positive. Tinetest lang muna natin yung positive. Okay. 3. Mamaya natin lagyan yung negative. 3. Then 4. Okay. 4 positive ang in-enter natin. 5. Okay. Tapos na. 5 positive. 5 yung numbers na in-enter natin. So, tapos na. Kasi hanggang 5 lang tayo. Di ba? Ngayon, try natin kapag may mga negative naman. Okay. Negative 1. Okay. Isa yung ating negative. Isa yung ating 0 yung positive. Negative 2. Okay, dalawa yung negative, dalawa yung value, negative 3. Okay, tatlo, negative 4, and negative 5. Okay, tapos na. Ngayon, combine natin. Kapag positive, negative naman in-enter natin, bibilangan natin. Tingnan natin ha, ano magiging output nito. Oops, medyo loading po mga kaibigan ang ating recording. Oh, no, not recording. Okay, i-rerun ulit natin. Connection to server is lost. Okay, Diyos mio. Ayan, medyo nawala daw yung connection. Okay, enter 1, 0. So, isa ng positive kasi included ang 0. Negative 1. Isa ng negative at positive. So, dalawa na sila. Negative 2. Dalawa ng negative. Negative 1 at negative 2. Isang positive, yung 0 pa rin natin. Kaya, 3 ang ating value. 2. Okay, dalawang negative, dalawang positive, and then 5. 5 na. Dalawang negative, tatlong positive, and then 5 na lahat ang in-enter natin. That's the end of the program. So, that is our code. Yun yung hinahanap ng ating flowchart kanina, yung problem sa flowchart natin. So, paano siya nangyari? Again, kanina, hindi ko pa nilagay itong for loop natin. Inilagay ko muna yung pag-enter ng number natin. So, ito kasing pag-enter ng number natin, ito yung uulit-ulitin natin. Ang pagbibilang natin ng ilan ng negative, base dun sa in-enter natin, at ilan ng positive, base dun sa in-enter natin. So, kaya, ayun. Okay. Oh. Ayan. So, ito yung, and then, i-display nga natin kung ilan yung negative base dun sa in-input. Binilang natin kanina dito. Ilan ang positive? Bale, sabihin lang natin ilan yung value or ilan na yung in-enter natin. Nung una, nag-insert tayo ng 0. Sabihin natin 0. So, dito, nung value equals 0, initially 0 yan. Okay, so, nag-enter ka ng number 1. So, is it negative, no? Positive siya. So, 0 pa rin yung negative mo, isa na yung positive mo, isa na yung val mo. Ngayon, medyo, ito kasi nag-plus 1 tayo dito. Pwede lang natin gawin tong val, pero gagawin natin tong 1. Ito, i-adjust din natin. 6. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, nagsisimula tayo sa 1, isa ang i-enter natin. Okay, nag-enter tayo ng 1. 1 ang positive. Okay? Then, isang val. Kung ano yung value ng val natin. Then, nag-plus 1 tayo sa val. Naging 2. Nag-enter tayo ng number. Negative naman. So, plus 1 na sa negative. 1. Hindi tayo mag-add. So, 1, 1, 2. Sabihin, well, i-check natin. Tignan natin kung anong mangyayari pagka ganun ang ginamit natin. Enter number 55, that's positive. Okay. Next, negative 25, negative. Negative 30, negative, dalawa na. Okay, isa pa rin. And then, 25 ulit. Apat yung number. Pero tatlong negative doon. And then, 0. So, yan. Ito yung ating okay siya. Ibig sabihin, so itong initialization dito, hindi na siya materialize. So dito na lang siya, immaterial na. So dito na tayo mag-initialize. Value equals 1. So again, mache-check nyo kung anong pwede nating i-adjust dito base sa output ng mga kino-codes natin. Makikita naman natin kanina, initialize, 0. Then nung sini-out natin, 0 pa rin to, instead na 1. So, dinagdagan ko ng plus 1 dito. Di ba? Ngayon, nung nakita ko na pwede naman siyang gawing 1, edi hindi na ako magpo-plus 1 dito. Kasi nga, yung itong value ang dinidisplay niya dito kung ilan ang in-enter natin. And take note, nasa loob siya ng parenthesis. I mean, nasa loob siya ng for loop natin. Okay? So, ito yung ating parameters sa for loop natin. And then, ito yung mga ginagawa. Okay? So, that's it. If you have a question, feel free to type in our chat box your question.